Hey guys, Tiny Kingdom Cards back. Got a PSA submission back in the mail today. We had sent this back in March as a value. This is back before they kind of shut that grading tier down, and had an anticipated date of July 29th for it to be ready. We were on track, got our grades back before that, got them on July 24th or 5th. I hadn't looked at them yet, but we did get upcharged for 2 cards. But they arrived today, which is August the 3rd. So wanted to jump into it, show y'all kind of what we sent and how we did, and see if we got anything good. Obviously, we got 2 cards that are pretty good, that could be pretty valuable. But anyway, pretty excited to get into it. We got 2 boxes, I think total of 35 cards, I think is what we had put in here. A mix of football, basketball, baseball, some newer stuff, and some older stuff. So when we get this thing out of here, they packaged them together. This is the biggest submission I've done. I usually only do like usually only do 20 cards at a time, so I've never seen them package them like this. This may take me a second to get it open. Oh, all right, well, we got it on the screen so you can see. Let me pop this one open. This one has fewer cards in it, so I don't know if this means these are the better ones or what. I saw one of them in there already. All right, so box 1. Pretty excited about a lot of these cards with football season coming up. Those could end up being some of the best ones, and then a lot of these I pulled personally out of pack. So first one is a Con Knipple Ball of Duty insert. It was numbered out of 150. I thought it looked pretty clean. There was definitely, looked like there could be some edging, but I thought it was an 8, 9, or 10. And he was a great rookie this past year, so thought this would be. Let's check it out. Ooh, a 5. I don't know how in the world I got a 5, man. That was actually a really clean card. I've never gotten a 5 before. The lowest grade I've ever gotten is a 7. That's pretty disappointing. I may end up reaching out to PSA and seeing why they ended up grading it that low. But anyway, got a lot more cards to get to. This was a Wemby Phoenix that I pulled with my son back in 23 or 24, I guess. It's 2023 Phoenix. It's a rookie card. It was a Paragon Red Ice. Beautiful looking cards. And sweet. That is a Gem Mint 10, man. That's awesome. This is probably a $250 to $300 card and a 10. And I think value on these are only going to go up. Victor is one of the top players and commands a large market share of cards right now. He's probably one of the most graded players that PSA has, I would think. So that's a big one there. This was an Anthony Edwards. It's out of 99 from Premium Stock Hoops, and it's one of the anti-gravity inserts. Not that crazy of a card, but I love Anthony Edwards, and I thought it looked really good. So Awesome. Another 10. There we go. That's a way to turn it around. Go from a 5 to a 10 back to back. Really pretty card. Got a lot going on with the seismic, but that's definitely one I'll keep for the PC. I love that card. So 2 10s. All right, this was one of the big ones right here that I sent. If it got a 10, now, I don't know if this was the one of the upcharges, but this was silver prism we pulled from a blaster. I've held this thing for over a year and a half before we sent it in for grading. So it's not a crazy numbered card or anything, just the regular old silver prism, which is the kind of one of the most collectible cards from Panini. Yeah, it looked great. It did have a couple spots. I thought I see one little dot, so it's probably got a 9. But woo, boy, a 10 on that. That is special. He's one of the best young quarterbacks, in my opinion. They've got a great system in New England, and he was my fantasy quarterback this past year. Ended up winning me the championship. So I got him for $5 in my dynasty league this coming year, and planning on keeping him for the next 5 to 10 years. Also, they added AJ Brown, which I think will be a step up over Stephon Diggs from last year. So love that card. That's beautiful. So 3 10s and a 5. That doesn't happen very often, probably. All right, we pulled this. My son actually pulled this from a Barnes & Noble blaster. Case hit kaleidoscopic. Ashton Genty. Thought this thing looked great. And I think he's due for a big year. Oh, man, 10 on that too. That's amazing. Really like that card. The colors really pop on these kaleidoscopics. That's huge. Another 10 on there. Got the Shedeur Sanders rookie optic, and this was the green hyper. I'm probably going to sell this card quick, not super quick, but with the start of football. He is, I think he's got a lot of talent, but I'm not a big believer in the Browns as an organization. A 10, all right, there you go. I think this is, probably an $80 to $100 card. This Genty, I would say, was probably 200 to 250, and that Drake May is close to $1,000. It was almost $2,000 back when the Super Bowl was coming around. So I think the market for him is just going to continue to go up if they continue with their success. This was another Drake May I sent. Got this out of Revolution Football, which I don't know if y'all opened the 25 Revolution. It may have been the first year they really had the Revolution Football. I know they've done basketball, but it was one of the best products of the year, in my opinion. Tons of numbered cards, autographs. This is second year Drake May, numbered out of 99. And the cards just look beautiful. Like, that's an amazing looking card. This is the fractal. All right, man, another 10. Just stacking 10s now. That's huge. Love that card. I don't know what the value on this is. I hadn't seen one sell, but this is one for my PC. I'm going to keep that. I love Drake May, so as long as he keeps producing, I'm going to keep buying and holding. Cam Scatabo, I'm not a big believer in him. I think he's a great player, but I think his market is probably overhyped from that first year, and coming off an injury, I'd be shocked if he doesn't get injured again this year. Hopefully not. I don't ever want to wish injury on anybody, but he runs so hard, and there's a lot of big boys in the NFL. So this is the pink hollow from Optic. Got an 8 on that, so probably not worth the cost to grade it, but it's still a cool looking card. I'll probably sell it, honestly, but We'll see what the timing on that sell is. And then we got a Lionel Messi. This is out of, I can't remember, Copa America. It was the Pulsar Prism. Anything Messi is something I'm keeping. It looked clean, looks well centered, but maybe a little top to bottom. I didn't care if it got an 8, 9, 10. They're all good, and I got a 9, so I'll take that. Probably the greatest soccer player, definitely the greatest soccer player in the last 50 years. That's a good one to have. We got this right here. Not sure what this is. Obviously a card they did not grade. I don't like when they do that, but oh, it's actually 2 cards. So this was saying it was miscut, which it came from a pack. I don't see how that would have been miscut. It's a blue Anthony Edwards out of Elite, second year, out of 99. I honestly have no idea how they say that's miscut, but not much you can do about it. And then this one was an old card I got off of a friend, and I made a mistake there, it looks like. So I know with the newer cards, if it's autographed and it says it's guaranteed, then the PSA will grade it. And I could have sworn I looked on here and it said guaranteed by Topps. Certified autograph issue. This is my friend pulled this from a pack, back when he was a kid. I bought it off of him, and I think I just need to, I'm going to have to resubmit it with the DNA voucher, but I could have sworn it said that the autograph was guaranteed by Topps, but nevertheless, it's a Hakeem Olajuwon on-card auto. It's a beautiful card. He's one of the best centers of all time. So disappointed that one didn't get graded, but that's a really cool one. We'll have to resubmit. So that's one thing I haven't really seen a lot of them in is my old, the old school basketball cards I collected growing up, and want to definitely start getting more into that. This was a monster. This actually belongs to a friend of mine. I sent for him. Patrick Schick, 4 out of 5 from Bundesliga. Really cool looking card. I don't know much about soccer other than Messi and Ronaldo and Ronaldinho, a bunch of guys like that. I obviously watched a lot of the World Cup, but ended up getting an 8 on that. I don't know what the value is there, but not ideal on a card out of 5. And then this is one of the Otanis we sent, a 2020, so year 3, Diamond Kings, the DK, kind of a portrait looking card, has a canvas feel. I think that's a really cool looking card. Ooh, got a 10 on that. That's definitely a $400 or $500 card right there. That's huge. So that's all we had in the first box. Let's jump into the second one. I've got one more big card that I know of that we might have been upcharged for. But I don't think the Drake Mag was probably one with a 10 that. Anything over like $700, they usually upcharge you for it, but I don't think that Shohei there is probably upcharged. So all right, we'll just kind of pull. I don't know, let's see. I want to try to speed this up a little bit. I've already been into it for 12 minutes, so all right, we'll get into this a little quicker. Got a Kobe rookie Out of Topps, a 7. Not a great card there. Not worth the grading. This Jordan right here, if it was a 10, it would be definitely one that got upcharged. So there's a chance. It looked good, man. Corners, centering. I thought it looked really good. Dang, a 7 on that too. I hope they didn't put all our 10s in that first box. That would be disappointing. Got another Kobe rookie. This is one of my favorite cards. It doesn't matter what the value on this was or the grade. I was going to keep this. This beautiful centering looked really good to me. The surface looked great. Got an 8. Man, these older cards are just tough. Had that in my collection for a long time, so not disappointed with any Kobe cards, especially Kobe rookies, but we would love to get a 10 on a couple of these. 96 Hoops rookie, 8 there. All right, this is one of the bigger cards. This card looked really good. A 10, I don't think a 10 is a $10,000 card, and you could see a little bit of whitening on the edges up there at the top, but like the surface is perfect. Hopefully this got an 8. That's what I was hoping for, so nice. That's an 8 on that. Probably a $600 to $800 card in the 8. Beautiful looking cards. Jackson Dart, Mosaic. I'm not a big believer in him too. People compare him to Josh Allen. Going into year 2, I don't see it, but hopefully he turns out to be a great player. I know the Giants need him to play well to get Neighbors going and keep Scatterbo from getting hurt in the future. This is just kind of your regular Mosaic. Got a 7. This was the variation. I don't know. There is a big print line that wasn't there when I sent it. I'll have to go back and look at the pictures I took before I sent it, but that print line I don't remember seeing. Definitely want to send it in if I'd seen that, because it's not a PSA 10 is probably on $100 or something. So we got another Shohei Aces. I love these cards. I think these cards are super collectible, and the value on these Aces and the All Kings and those kind of cards have just skyrocketed. So, woo, there you go, baby. Another 10. That's a beautiful card. Love Shohei Ohtani. We have several other Ohtanis coming back. So here's a 22 All-Star Shohei. You can kind of see it's not print lines. It's just part of the background with the net and stuff. But that got an 8. Not ideal. Cooper Flag, another one of the probably most graded players currently. Just a base. Activators, got a 10 on that. So that's probably a $60, $70 card. Nothing crazy. This is Danny Wolf. Honestly, this is the only true numbered parallel I pulled out of the original Topps Chrome. I didn't buy any hobby boxes, just blasters and megas. And I was like, I'm going to get it graded because it's the only one I pulled. And it's, it is a pretty card. I thought the centering was great. Probably not worth much, but got a 9 on that. I'll have this listed on my eBay page, Tiny Kingdom cards. Any cards you see in here, please reach out and let me know if you're interested. This right here is probably the one we got upcharged. I thought it looked like a 10. It's a Gold Instinct out of 50, pulled out of a blaster. I'm going and do that. 44 out of 50, looked great. The gem rates on these, only 6 of them have been graded, but 5 were 10s. So definitely gems, and got a 10 there. That's beautiful. This is $1,000 to $1,100 card probably. Another Kobe rookie from Collector's Choice. Got an 8. This is another Drake May. This is draft picks. A little bit of a color match. It's more the Duke Blue Devils, not the UNC Tar Heel color. But beautiful looking card. Rookie from Prism Draft. Got a 10 there. That's awesome. I mean, it looked amazing. So super happy about that. Numbered 54, 199. Probably $150. Jackson Dart Thunderbirds, numbered out of 149. This is the silver laser. Got a 10 on that. Awesome. That's huge. I'm not sure what the value. I haven't seen a sell of a 10 on this card, so I don't know what that would go for. Got an Otani 2020 from the 1985 throwback card. Sweet. Got a 10 there. Any 10 Otanis are going to sell well. This is one of my favorite cards I sent, just because AI was my, him and Vince Carter were my two favorite players, with the exception of Michael Jordan. And this card is a really unique card. It's acetate, Gallery of Heroes. Woo, baby, got a 10 on that. That's huge. I did not think that was going to get a 10. That's beautiful. It kind of got the stained glass look to it. I would love to start collecting this whole set in 10s, but I mean, the Jordan and some of those other, I think Kobe was in the set. Those cards go for crazy money. So, but it's a really cool set to collect. Happy with that. That's huge. Got Aaron Judge rookie card. Got a 10 on that. Nothing crazy, but I sent 3 of those actually. 10 on that one as well. Sweet. A 9. So two 10s and a 9. Not bad for the Judge rookies. And then the final card is going to be an Aaron Judge rookie Gypsy Queen, which I don't think they even make this anymore, but this was probably the biggest Judge I had sent, and that got a 10, so that's awesome. Really happy about that, and overall I think we did well. We had our grading costs were roughly almost $1,200 with shipping back and forth, and card cost, I would say, was another $1,500, probably 14 to 15. So all in for 25, and we've got about probably $6,000 in cards back. So I'm very happy that PSA is able to get these submissions turned around. I know they got a big backlog, but they were able to get it turned around pretty quick, and obviously happy about that, and happy about the grades. I've got one more submission I sent just before the deadline. Should be back October 2nd is what they're telling me. So as soon as that comes back, I will do another one of these videos and keep grading, keep collecting. I think PSA is going to hold their first place podium as far as resale value goes. So I would recommend PSA over the other graders for sure. Not sponsored or anything, but that's just my opinion. So thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoy the content, and we'll be back soon with Topps Chrome update basketball. We've got some megas and blasters coming for that, as well as a jumbo box of Topps flagship football 2026. So appreciate it. We'll see y'all next time.